you know, in a couple of weeks. AJ versus Ngannou as well. Let's get your thoughts on Fury and Usyk. How do you see that fight going?
Fury Usyk. If Fury, hearing rumours. I'm hearing rumours of what's happening in the
Come on, then, give me it. What is it?
I mean, he's getting turned over.
Really?
Yeah. So this thing about appetite and people like that, when he's in the gym, I mean, he got shown his ass.
You sure?
Yeah, man. That's what
It's
I mean.
not a rumour.
I'm hearing these things,
Wow.
and I'm thinking, has he taken his eye off the ball, or has time caught up on him? And so in regards to his last fight, I put that down to him disrespecting the man that was in front of him. And I said, look, if you're to believe he had the best training camp, his legs have gone. And so if I've got it wrong, his legs have gone. And I'd expect Tyson Fury to beat Oleksandr Usyk. But the Tyson Fury that boxed Ngannou his last fight gets knocked out. If that Tyson Fury turns up, he's done. It's over. And the reason why I said the legs have gone live, I can remember Tony Bellew saying about David Haye, and I thought, and then when he said it, I thought, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm saying something that might not be too popular. I expect him to win.
Yeah.
What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So we just heard a crazy leak from Sky's very own Johnny Nelson. He's a legend. Tyson Fury, quote, is getting his ass turned over like he's in jail. Like he's in HMP Belmarsh. To be fair, Tyson Fury is 6'9", 270 pounds. He's probably not the most attractive man to be turned over in jail, but nonetheless, not my words. Johnny Nelson alleges Tyson Fury getting turned over like he's in jail. Getting turned over like he's 5'5" and pretty looking in jail with pink hair. Do you understand? Tamatha Fury. That's what I didn't say it. Johnny Nelson said Tyson Fury is being treated like Tamatha Fury in HMP Belmarsh would be. Turned over. Got his ass turned over. Fact. I didn't. OIB, you're always mentioning ass. I didn't mention it. Yeah, Johnny Nelson said he got his ass turned over. Oops. Don't shoot the messenger here. Anywho, let's get half serious here. What do I think about these allegations? Well, let's look at some facts. What we know. Jay Apataya, who is, I believe, a southpaw cruiserweight cat who, funnily enough, 12 months ago was actually set to fight Tyson Fury, did indeed leave Tyson Fury's camp after only a few rounds were sparred. Here's the leak here. Jai Opataya did 5 rounds of sparring with Tyson Fury in Saudi Arabia. But with a lack of orthodox sparring in Fury's camp, Opataya has now returned to Australia to continue his own preparations for the planned Morris Bradis rematch. Now, I can't lie to you, I can't really get my head around this. So Opataya's left to continue his own preparations. Why? Jay Opataya did 5 rounds of sparring with Tyson Fury, but with a lack of orthodox sparring in Fury's camp. Now, I guess what he's saying is that Tyson Fury is preparing for a southpaw. From what I understand with boxing, when you bring sparring partners in, it's kind of like a round robin. So, Jai Opataya, who's fighting Maris Bradis, who's an orthodox fighter, will be surrounded by other southpaws that Tyson Fury's brought in to spar with. Now, the flip side of this is, well, all due respect to Jai, you've got one of the best orthodox heavyweights knocking around, which is Tyson Fury. Now, I'm off topic here, but is this a leak? Does this confirm Tyson Fury's planning on coming out southpaw? Because surely Jai Opataya must have known weeks ago Tyson Fury's having a southpaw camp. So we'd know everyone there is going to be southpaw. Apart from the main attraction, who he may have assumed, okay, I'm going into a southpaw camp, but Tyson will at least be orthodox. Well, it turns out he gets there and everyone's southpaw, including Tyson, who he knows a switch here. Is that possible? Yes. Nonetheless, though, something smells fishy. They say there's no smoke without fire. Now, Jai Opataya's team came out and made a statement saying the following. Jai has recently returned from Saudi Arabia, where he sparred and trained with Tyson Fury. They were fantastic, competitive rounds and an incredible experience for Jai. However, any talk of either boxer being dropped is not true. Jai is now back in Australia, finalising his preparation to defend his world title and cannot wait to do so in Saudi Arabia. For me, the 5 rounds bits gets here. Again, let's think of this from a technical point of view. Most sparring partners, they may do 6 rounds, right? They may do I've heard of situations where it's kind of like 2 on, 2 off. Yeah? You go in for 2 rounds, someone else comes in for 2 rounds, you go in for 2 rounds, or I've heard of 3 round splits. You go in for 3 rounds, someone else for 3 rounds. Either way you cook this one, people, 5 rounds, that's particularly, what's the word? That makes no sense, does it? Why would it only be 5 rounds? Why not 6? Why not 12? Why not 3? 5 implies something happened in the 5th round. Tyson Fury got clipped in the 5th round, sparring with Jai, and kicked him out of the camp. That's what, let's not forget, people, an MMA fighter, Francis Ngannou, who, don't get me wrong, Francis Ngannou is no doubt Promethean, or is from the Promethean engineer lineage. He's from the Anunnaki lineage, so he's decent, right? He don't have to know how to box to know how to take your head off, as Tyson Fury found out. Nonetheless, though, Fury got clipped and lost a fight against an MMA fighter, Jai Patai, who's dangerous and been boxing for X amount of years. Is it beyond? Let's be real here, people. Tyson Fury's chin has been declining somewhat. I think that's fair to say. He never had the best chops. I mean, he's got one of the best recovery rates in the game, but he never had the best chops. Never had the best whiskers, did he? Yeah? Cruiserweights, come on, people. Cruiserweights have been dropping Tyson Fury since SS Cunningham. Steve SS Cunningham dropped his ass. 200 pounds soaking wet. So Tyson Fury has an affinity to get clipped by cruiserweights. Is it a stretch to say Jai Patai clipped him in the 5th round of sparring and got sent home, Floyd Mayweather style? I don't think it is. Yeah, Floyd Mayweather's renowned for sparring Errol Spence and got beat up and then kicked him out of the gym, never to spar again. Because Floyd would rather fly in YouTubers so he looked good on the camera. Do you understand, people? And this is well known. It's well known that when big names like Tyson Fury bring people into spar, there's an expectation, there's an etiquette that you will be food. Tyson Fury is a big dog. Don't hurt him. Don't go hard. Let him get off on you, essentially. And when that doesn't happen, and that's the thing, it doesn't even have to come from Tyson Fury, people. I'm not saying Tyson Fury got clipped yet and then kicked Jai out. Floyd Mayweather's corny. Floyd definitely did that. I'm not saying Tyson did that, but people in your team, let's not forget, end of the day, yeah, Tyson's got what? From the point this news leaked, Tyson's got 3-4 weeks tops before the Usyk fight. In 3 or 4 weeks, really, as far as training goes, there's not much that can be done at that point. You're either fit. 3 weeks out, you're either fit or you're not. Yeah, 3 weeks out, you either got an idea of a game plan or you ain't. Point? Well, what's important in the last 3 weeks of preparation for a squabble? Yeah, what's important for 3 weeks out before a fade is this. Mentally. Tyson Fury and his team, Ben Davison in particular, had a history of taking out, in the last weeks of training camp, Tyson Fury's trainers would take padding out of his gloves so he'd be able to punch his sparring partners up and give him confidence. Cus D'Amato talks about this. The fight game, most sports, but the fight game in particular, you can be as fit as you want. Look at O'Hara Davis. O'Hara Davis was as fit as he wanted. Going in there with a dude from 2, 3, 4,000 BC, Barroso. Yeah. O'Hara Davis was not, he said himself, I'm as fit as I'll ever be. And he went in there and choked. Where am I going with this? That is why Jai Patai would be told to leave. Yeah, oh damn. Tyson Fury just got put down by Jai Patai at cruiserweight. The last thing we can risk is Tyson Fury. If Tyson Fury is not fit enough, if Tyson Fury is not good enough to handle cruiserweight Jai Patai, the last thing we need is him getting whooped some more by a cruiserweight before he's about to go into the biggest fight of his life. We need to build his confidence artificially or not. Hence, get rid of the smoke. Get rid of the fade. That's why Jaya Patel would have left. Now, we can sit here and talk about, the statement. People, at this level, there's non-disclosure agreements. Yeah? Plus, it's a small industry. Again, don't forget, it was only 12 months ago Jaya Patel was fixing to get a 5, 10, X amount of million back against Tyson Fury. So you got a non-disclosure agreement, number one, where he can't disclose that he just smoked on Fury. Number two, Jaya Patel may still be fixing to get a taste of the Fury back in Saudi, potentially. If he goes undisputed, at this point, there's a possibility Jaya Patel goes undisputed at cruiserweight. As a result, he will be then eligible to be the mandatory for Tyson Fury or for the winner of Fury and Usyk. He don't want to rock the boat. Yeah? He's trying to get put on. Do I know? My opinion? I couldn't tell you from Adam if this happened or if this didn't happen. Now, Johnny Nelson goes on to say later in this interview that if it's true Jaya Patel knocked down Tyson Fury in sparring, then Usyk will knock Tyson Fury out. Now, I don't believe that. I don't believe Usyk knocking no one out apart from Daniel to quit. Yeah, and even then, really, come on. Daniel Dubois didn't get knocked out, he quit, right? Usyk doesn't have Usyk does not have the, whatever you want to call it, to put someone's lights out. He don't have it. He don't have that whap. Yeah? He don't have that pop. So, he ain't knocking no one out. Don't care about nothing. In my opinion. Don't get me wrong. Listen. Chances are, the YB's made a call, and we're about to see Tyson Fury clipped in round 3 or 4. That's what history would say. History would say YB comes on here and says it's not possible, not in a month for Sundays, and guess what? On Sunday morning in Saudi Arabia, Fury flat on his back, spark out. Do you understand? So I ain't gonna make out that I know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to put some logic to the situation. Put some logic to the situ. Is this worrying for Fury if he got knocked down? That's the thing about Fury though. He doesn't take things too personally, does he? He gets knocked down by Wilder, he gets up. He gets knocked down by Cunningham, he gets up. Even if Usyk can knock him down, which I don't. Who's Usyk knocked down? Didn't knock AJ down. Didn't even really knock down Dubois. Dubois quit. Who else is there? Chisora, he definitely didn't knock down. So, it's irrelevant, truth be known. However, it must be said, 4 or 5 months ago, I checked the odds. 4 or 5 months ago, Fury and Usyk odds were trading at about 1.4 decimal. Or about, I think it was less, 1.35 decimal. Meaning that you put 100 quid on, you get 135 back if Fury won. Now, it's evened up almost to 50-50. Now, you put 100 quid on Fury, you get 180 back. By the way, I'm going all in on this one. I think Fury on points is around 3. So you put 100 on, you get 300 back. I like that too. I think Usyk's too robust, and I don't rate Fury's power. So I think Fury on points is a safe bet. But I can also see Fury wading in and just banging away to the body, and Usyk being on the floor, rolling on there some more. You see that one there? So, the bottom line is, the odds reflect how intriguing this fight is now. Sparring knockdowns or not. Bottom line. The odds and that, people, we're about to see the most intriguing heavyweight fight of the last few decades, fact. We've now got a 50-50 undisputed fight. This is of the same level as Spence Crawford should have been, Beterbiev and Bivol. People genuinely don't know. All them fights I listed, Spence, Crawford, Bivol, Beterbiev, were all around the same odds, 50-50. This is mouth-watering. Yeah? Mouth-watering. Anywho, let's see how it plays out. I'm glad to some extent these rumours are out there. Now, some people have said, Fury put the rumours out to kind of mislead. I don't know about that. He didn't do that in the Wild camp, did he? As such. Now, Fury's a great mind game player, but does he really need to drop this one? It's not like Usyk's a big knockout artist who's going to lose his head and come bum rushing in, right? That'd make sense. We know Usyk's a hothead. Let's get him gassed and let's get him walking onto something. That's never going to be the case with Usyk. Fury taunting and kind of, I'm chinny, come get me. That's not Usyk's style. So I don't see the upside here. Or it could be the case that maybe Jaya Patel just left. But Jaya Patel, I'm just leaving because there's no orthodox sparring. Well, you would have known that before you flew in. You knew Usyk was you knew Fury was fighting Usyk. Hence, hiring southpaw sparring partners. Why leave after 5 days? I mean, is your team that... Maybe the team... listen, I've seen some dumb teams. Like Joe Joyce has categorically one of the worst teams I've ever seen. Played himself. Joe Joyce, all he had to do was sit down somewhere and get his shot. He out there fighting Zhang. I respect Joe, but it wasn't a play, was it? Let's call a spade it. He played it. The only play it was on himself, right? So these teams, Jai Pater's team and whatever else, it's possible they're dopey. Oh yeah, we're fighting Maurice Bradis. Let's fly Jai into a southpaw camp. I still don't believe it. No, that's the thing. That's the problem, people. Fury will be training orthodox. That's why Jai was there. Ultimately, Jai could, and all the bums that, I mean, how many southpaws are there in the heavyweight division? What, Otto Wallen? All the bums out there, yeah, that could possibly help prepare Tyson Fury as a southpaw. What are they going to do? There was never going to be no good southpaw, orthodox or otherwise. Jai was always going to be there for Tyson Fury, in my mind, logically speaking. Jai Patel and his management team flew out to train with Tyson Fury as an orthodox. Not to train with random bums they could hide themselves. So why is he really going home? Now, the other argument is Fury knocked out Jai Patel. Hate to say it, we ain't never heard no rumours of Fury knocking no one out. And we've seen it on the TV. He can't knock Chisora out. He can't knock... Who else is there? Who else he fight he can't knock out? Who picked Ngannou? Can't knock out Ngannou. Can't knock out Chisora. Can't knock out Hobagaman. And now you want me to believe he's knocking out people in sparring? I doubt it. Do you understand? Anywho, it adds intrigue to the situation. It makes the odds more level. And we're in for a cracking year, people. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think Tyson Fury got smoked on? Do you think this will have impact on the Usyk fight? If it's true, it can't be good, can it, for Fury? If it's true that Fury got clipped, it ain't good. But I don't think, even if he did get clipped, I don't think Usyk can do anything about it. The fact Jai Patel can clip him, don't mean Usyk can. Usyk can't clip AJ, all due respect. We saw Mr. Blobby, he stayed clipping AJ, right? Mr. Blob, and by the way, at the time, people forget this, to this day, Andy Ruiz was renowned for not being able to punch. Fact. He was a no-punch, have-an-ass dude. And he ended up punching up AJ all around the shop. Now Usyk is also known as a non-punch, have-an-ass dude. He ain't punched AJ up twice. And he was winning the fight. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Obviously, boxing triangles don't work like that, but yeah, no. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and leg off the bell 100%, no doubt.